Hey guys.
Hey you.
Hello, hello, hello. Someone needs to message Miss Meg. I will. Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
You know, it's going. My kids are outside playing in the snow with grandma. Somewhere.
Fun.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they'll nap?
Does anything ever mean that they'll nap?
No.
Brittany, you're looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so today's call is going to be super, super informative. I actually kind of like stumbled upon one of Brittany's like getting started trainings. So basically we're going to do it together. There's a lot of different little videos in it from some different top coaches that I think like we can all learn from. I never even did this when I first started, so I'm excited to like
Anything that says smorgasbord in the.
Oh yeah, Meg, I muted you. She's apparently going to a smorgasbord. But I am going to get us started, and I'm not going to use Adobe because we know what happens with that one. All right, let's see. So that I can see it like this. Okay. Sorry, my computer's black. I see nothing. There we go. Share my screen. It won't be black for you guys. Good? You guys see my screen? Okay, so obviously February 1st. So we don't have any confirmed Success Club points. Meg, I think, is at Success Club 2 already, but I don't have anything showing in my reports yet. But we also don't have any that I know of new coaches to shout out, but hopefully next week we will. Reminder, Success Starters, which means you need to hit Success Club your first month, your second month, and your third month. You get a free ticket to Summit. So that's a big deal. So our current person in her Success Starter month, actually, I need to fix this because we have Amanda. I didn't put this on here. I apologize. Amanda Duffel is also in month 1 of her Success Starter. So Amanda's in month 1, and this will be Caitlin's moving into month 3. So let's see what happens this month. This is our ending leaderboard for January, which I am so proud of, guys. This is amazing to see how many lives we have changed as a whole. We had 5 of us in Success Club 10 or more. Caitlin was the highest. I don't include me in these reports anymore, like myself. In terms of like the highest in the team. Caitlin was at Success Club 24 last month, and she had 2 in her spouse account. So I want to shout her out for her second month hitting Success Club 24. I think that's amazing. We also had brand new coaches on the board, so I'm really excited about that too. I love to see Paul's face on the board. He thinks it's hysterical, so I do it. 500 PV. This is the ending leaderboard for 500 PV. So I wanted to say how proud I am of this board too. Look at the names on this board. The names getting 100 plus PV within our team. This is incredible. And the road to 500 PV. This is our crew that got 500 PV this month. The month of January, we had Caitlin, Taylor, Jen, Brittany, Amanda, Michaela, and Meg. And Taylor, I don't know if I said Taylor. I skipped over me and Paul. I think I may have skipped over Taylor. Anyway, Taylor had the highest PV in the organization. She had 1666 for the month of January, which is amazing. You are all getting foam rollers from me. So I will be sending you guys foam rollers so that you guys can roll and release on our Sundays for our program. So you guys are getting that. 500 PV, don't forget, I give prizes each month for 500 PV. I'm also going to offer Success Club 10 prizes this month. So anyone who gets Success Club 10, you guys are getting a new tripod from me. I know a lot of coaches are new and they want a tripod. I know I break mine every 2 weeks, so an extra tripod is never a bad idea. So tripods are the prize for Success Club this month. I haven't picked a 500 PV prize yet, but I will continue to give prizes, so keep it up. Success Club trip 2019. I know we have so far, I have registered, Taylor has registered, Ashley Lemons has registered, and Linda has her registration. So I know that a lot of you are still going to get registered. What number were you, Linda?
Like 1900,
something like that?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. I know it was in the next, because they did the first 1500 and I got the next 1000 or whatever.
Okay. So I have a feeling Brooke's going to be getting hers here shortly. Anyone who was a coach last year hitting Success Club and has registered, you'll be getting yours shortly if you haven't already. So if you haven't gotten your registration yet, be on the lookout. You have, I think, 4 days from when they send it to you, 4 days to register. And you have to pay the $300 deposit when you register. So make sure you're planning for that. You have that $300, you're ready, because you want to be on this trip with me. I'm just saying, you want to be there. February focus. We've got some things I want to announce. Team Beachbody Cup started today. Team Cup starts today. So you get Success Club. You hit Success Club, you get the individual prize, which is the Team Beachbody umbrella. The whole team hits Success Club, which my team better hit Success Club. We get the Team Beachbody coach shirt, an exclusive workout photo op with Beachbody Super Trainer at Summit. So at Summit, you'll get to go take pictures with the Super Trainer, and you can keep checking the Team Beachbody Cup for leaderboards and full list of rewards. And we get an exclusive workout if we all hit Success Club. We get to go to the exclusive workout. So it'll be a Super Trainer workout, and we all get to go as a team to the Super Trainer workout. I want to be there. $10 off all challenge packs, $160 and more. This is a typo. $160 and more. So including the all access. So all access is $150 this week. If you have anyone who has ever said that they are slightly interested, go back to them and be like, it's on sale, it's the time, do it now. Get all excited over this $10. Carl's Success Club System 135 Facebook group starts on the 5th. If you've registered for Summit, you may have gotten an invitation to be part of that. If you are part of that, anybody part of that? Yeah? Brittany, are you? Did you get an email for that? No? You did? You're not in it? Okay. Did you go back and check your email and try clicking to join? There's a link to join.
Yeah, I need to go on there and do that.
Okay, make sure you do that. Ashley, are you in that?
I didn't see it in my email, but I can go through and look for it.
Okay. If you registered for Summit, you should be getting it. But I don't know if there were any other stipulations. I'm not sure. But I'm wondering who isn't going to be joining me in there. New Leader Conference. I don't think we have anybody going to that this year, but Star Diamond is what you want to push for this year, and you'll be invited to go to California next February. I went last year, and it was super, super fun. Everyone in here has the potential to go next year. So Star Diamond is the goal for New Leader. For full news, visit the news page in the coach office for details. Okay. You all know we're doing our Obsessed with Being Your Best group. It's still going on. Just a reminder, be present in the group. We're going to do a What is Coaching group. It's going to be a live event. I will message you guys February 12th to the 16th. I changed these photos for the new coaches just recently, so they had something to share, if you guys were wondering why your faces aren't on it. But if you guys want to help participate in this group, I will have several topics. I'm going to post them in the team page. I just ask that you guys comment on what topic you want to talk about. So it'll be things like marketing yourself, the best way to get started, what if I don't drink shakes, what makes a successful coach, what do you not have to be, like what don't you have to be, different types of things that talk about coaching, income, that kind of stuff, like how do you make money. So what is the day of a coach look like? What do you actually do? So those are some different topics. So be thinking if you want to be part of this. It'll be a week-long, February 12th to the 16th. We'll probably have 2 or 3 videos each day. We'll do some coach stories, some testimonials, maybe even pull a couple challengers in to talk about how they feel of our coaching. And then you guys can all invite to this. No, I'm running. Hold on. There's kids coming in and they're going to mess my mojo. Hold on. I'm running. I'm running away fast. So if you guys want to participate in that, I would greatly appreciate the participation, and you guys can invite your people to it. So anybody you have that might be interested in coaching, this is a good place for them to come and get all the info that they're going to need. Also get to know the team a little bit, all that kind of fun stuff. Let me plug back in. My mom's room. It's the quietest room in the house. All right. Okay. I already mentioned Team Cup kicks off today. I had that twice. Sorry. That's it. Okay. End of announcements. Let me now pull up. I know. Move this so I can see. Okay. This is Brittany Leggette's. It's in the Dynasty United page. I kind of stumbled upon it today. And this is talking about starting as a brand new coach. Some of you guys are not brand new coaches. Some of you guys took breaks and are starting over because once momentum's gone, it's gone. So some of you are basically starting from the beginning. Some of you are not. Some of you are rocking your businesses, and that's great. But I think that we can all find something and learn something from the basics. So begin promoting. We're going to just jump right into it. Begin promoting your first challenge group. That doesn't mean that you have to run your own. You're going to partner with me to learn how to host these groups. You guys are already in there. You're already seeing how they work. And luckily, this one goes till April. So you're off the hook until April at least. And if you want to continue to participate in mine, that is totally fine. If you have a huge customer base, and by huge, I mean like 20 plus customers that are super active, that's when I would suggest doing your own and becoming that leader and forming that your own little tribe. But until then, you don't really want to run a group, a real challenge group with paid customers. That's going to be stale. You want your people to be seeing like other people participating and asking questions and posting recipes and all that kind of stuff. So all of my new coaches, I let them join me in my challenge groups. I host the group. And then when they have challengers in the group, that coach is able to participate and coach with me. So like I recommend, I won't say I expect, but I recommend and suggest that you guys post like you are coaches in that group. Post and be present in that group and offer support and encouragement and recognition and everything within our groups. So this is a little about what, in Brittany's words, what she expects out of her apprentices in her groups, but it's very much so what I expect as well. I have it muted. Hold on. I can't see the bar.
My challenge groups are only open to women. These new coaches are then invited to be my apprentice. So I run the challenge group as usual. I post daily, I upload the files and help answer the questions and create the group. I run the group. I take the guesswork out of it for the new coach. The new coach is able to go in and just learn how to be a coach, learn how to run a challenge group from me. So I pretty much take the burden off. You can shadow me and dive in as much as you want without having to run the entire group on your own. So as an apprentice coach, you are able to bring in your own challengers. They purchase whatever they need, their Beachbody program or their Shakeology. They purchase from you because you're their coach, and then all of you will join my group. So again, I will run the group. Your role as the apprentice coach is to help your challengers and to help the rest of them as well. So you're there to encourage, support, uplift, give ideas or tips or help with solution-oriented people who run into problems. And then just something to keep in mind as an apprentice coach, the goal is for you to be the ideal challenger. Now that's not to say that you have to be perfect and have to be super lean or have a six-pack or whatever. That's not what I mean by that. By being an ideal challenger, it means that you're willing to participate in every single day's post. So 5 days a week, there's a post in there that helps people stay on track. So my expectation from you is to participate in that daily. Now, another thing to keep in mind, you set the tone for the group. So you as an apprentice coach, if you just answer one sentence to the post or whatever, if there's a question, and that's what the other challengers are going to do as well. But if you decide to open up a little bit more, share a little bit more of you, you're going to give others the permission to do the same. And when the environment of the challenge group is women sharing more, the experience is just that much richer. They get to know each other better. It's not just some cold, question and answer from the group. So I encourage you to be vulnerable, to be transparent, to be honest, to share as much as yourself as you can, because that in turn will give others permission to do the same, which could make a big difference in their goals and in their success. Again, just to recap, I'll run the group. You and your challengers will join my group, and you guys will all be doing your workouts and participating in the daily post. You yourself will be keeping track of those customers that you brought into the group, but I'll help you with that. So you still keep tabs on your people. Again, you set the tone. This is really paving the foundation for your business so that you learn how you want to run your own challenge groups. And so you learn how to set that tone. So when you as an apprentice coach are sharing more than just the bare minimum, basically, then the other challengers do the same. And then you see how to run your groups that way as well, so that women get the most out of these groups. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. Apprentice coaches, you can apprentice with me 2 times, and then you need to spread your wings, and I'll help you, give you all the resources. You can team up with another coach when you're ready to run your own challenge group. But when you're first doing it, you apprentice with me at least once, maybe twice. And then your customers purchase from you. You get the commission and all the credit. And then all of you join my challenge group. Okay, guys, ask any questions if they come up. But I run a new challenge group every month, so make sure you take initiative and be assertive and ask when the next challenge group is.
Okay, so that's just a little bit about challenge groups and making it easier for you guys so that you guys don't have to go in and just all of a sudden run a challenge group and not know anything about it. So that's just a little bit about that. Anybody have questions on that?
Yeah, Steph, should we make a page with all of our people also, or should we wait until we have a larger customer base?
So when it comes to customers, I like to do, even when I'm doing, like Nicolette had a huge group in December. I put all my customers in a group thread, like one thread, a message thread. So that way I was like, guys, if you guys have questions, I know this group can get large. If you have any questions specifically for me, please feel free to message me here or privately. And feel free to also like tag me in the group, anything like that. I kind of just put them all together. That way also, if I want to just check in with them, I can either check in all together or I can send them all private messages, but I have a list. You know what I mean? That way I can be checking in with them all. There's no reason to put them in another group.
Okay.
Yeah. Coaches, for sure. As you start to get coaches, you can do like your little own coaching page so you have your own little tribe. But customers, I would not.
Okay.
Requirements for my groups. I do not require the Challenge Tracker app. I do require everyone to be doing a Beachbody program and either Shakeology or Energize and Recover. So, or if they just want to drink Shakeology, they're not into working out, sure, they can join the groups, but it's not going to be very valuable to them. But I do require Shakeology or Energize and Recover every month that they join the groups. Okay, let's talk about what makes a great invite, because even though I'm running the groups, you guys need to be pretending they're yours and inviting to them. So you want to make sure you are public on your social media. You want to make sure your posts are public and not private. You want them to be eye-catching. You want them to be personal. You do not want to include purchase links. Your link, so when you do the getting, like the 30-day getting started right thing with Beachbody, they're like, set up your Beachbody store. You'll never use that. Don't use that. Don't ever send them a link to your Beachbody store, because then they're going to start clicking and they're going to end up at beachbody.com, buying from beachbody.com, and it's not going to be your purchase. So don't ever use that link. Don't give them things to click around. Talk to them. Figure out what their needs are. Figure out what their goals are. Explain a specific program to them. If they say no, explain another program until you get the program down that would work best for them. Then send them a direct link using Share a Cart specifically to what they want. But don't put purchase links out there. Don't be like, everyone go buy Energize and like a link to that. Don't do that. Don't make your post look salesy or anything like that. Urgency. You want to be like, I only have 5 spots left, or I only have 10 spots left. That's not as workable. It's not as real as it used to be. This is a little dated in that sense. The limited space, the urgency. But you do want to be like, today only, I'm doing this sale. Because if you say like, I'm doing the sale, 2 weeks from now, they're going to be like, oh, I saw you had $10 off. No, that was for that day only, because that's the only day I needed the sale. But make sure you do have, like, if you have any urgency, make sure you put that on there. The limited space thing, like you're only having 10 people this month, let's be honest, we would take 1,000. So that's not real. Everyone is in network marketing now. Everyone knows that trick. It's not real. If you're being for real, you can be like, seriously, I know this trick most people use, but I'm really only allowing 10 people in. Like, you can say something like that. She says use descriptive words. I don't know exactly what she means by that, but and then post an invite at least 3 times a week. I've been posting invites without inviting, if that makes sense, every night this week so far. So doing transformation pictures, doing all different pictures, like, Flacco, go. Come on. Okay, so doing any sort of invite posts. I would do them at least 3 times a week. That way people are seeing you. These are some images that I really like this one. Winter to summer. That's very visual, like very like you're all covered up and kind of frumpy to summer. You have nothing on and you gotta let it all hang out. So I really like that one. Brittany did like, she's the coach and this is her challenger. She did a little challenger spotlight kind of thing. I love the ones that have like the challenger spotlights. I really like these. They're all very visual. They're all very like, I want to read everything. Like, what's in that blue writing? They make it all very visual on like what you want to read. There's inspiration here. I'm going to put this link in our chat box, guys. Meg, no, you can join mine longer if necessary, but I don't think you'll want to. I think you'll want to end up running your own, especially because we're doing a quarterly group and this one's going to be going on for so long. You've got that link. Feel free to go to it afterwards. There's some inspiration here. You can use it as inspiration. Do not copy paste. I want to point that out again. Do not copy and paste. You guys, Melanie Mitro has been the top coach in Beachbody for 4 years. So we're going to listen to her for a little bit about adding value and building relationships. The word's out, you're a Beachbody coach. People know that you are a coach. Now it's time to build credibility. Why will someone choose you over Melanie? Other than they don't know her. But like, why is someone gonna pick you? Why is someone gonna pick you over your cousin who's a coach, or your sister who's a coach, or your friend who's a coach? Why are they gonna pick you? Why are people going to pick you? They're going to pick you because you are someone who adds value to their life, which is what you need to be doing on social media, adding value, getting yourself relatable, getting people to want to listen to your story and read your stories. So you're sharing stories, you're storytelling. Post with a purpose and share things that you would want to read and interact with. So if you think about this, like if you post it, would you stop scrolling to read that story? Would whatever image you post make you stop and read the story? Would the first line of that paragraph make you stop and read more? Or is it just like a bunch of jumble that you could care less about? Make sure you're sharing with a purpose. Go back after this call. Everybody write this down. I want you all to do this after this call. Take a look at the last 3 to 5 posts on your page. Do those 3 to 5 posts target your ideal customer? If they don't, you're missing the mark, because people are not going to scroll more than 3 to 5 posts down your page before they are either in or out. 3 to 5 posts is all they're going to scroll before they're like, okay, moving on. So do they attract your ideal customer? All right, we're going to listen to Melanie for a few minutes.
Good morning, everybody. It's Melanie Mitro here today with my training topic of the day, and it is attraction marketing, posting with purpose and posting to help people versus selling a product. So no matter what type of entrepreneur you are, whether you've created a home business or you own a brick and mortar business, but you're trying to use social media to promote your business, there are a couple of things that you want to remember and use when you are promoting yourself. So and envision this for 1 second. You go to a Facebook page and you are looking for clean eating recipes, and you are looking for tips and tools to help change your lifestyle. You go to a page that has recipes and brightly colored images and pictures of food, and then, and they give you the recipe that you can just print off and use. And then the next post, as you scroll down, is a picture of this woman that sort of resembles you. She's got 2 kids and a husband, and it says on there about picky eaters and clean eating recipes for the whole family. And then she gives this really amazing casserole recipe that's clean eating, and she talks about how her picky husband didn't even know that it was clean. Then the next recipe, as you go down, she talks about making fitness a part of her family, and she has a picture of her working out in her living room with her kids, and she has an infant in a bouncy seat, and her son is playing blocks on the floor, and she is doing the 21-day fix, and sort of reminds you of the chaos of your life. And you begin to think, well, if she can do it, I can do it too. And then you scroll down some more and you see this vacation that they go on. And she talks about her cooler, and she's got a picture of her cooler, and she's sort of narrating her cooler, things she packs for snacks in the car for her kids, and how she stays on track. And she talks about portion control and water. And you begin to say, man, this person is a lot like me. I really like what they have to offer. I feel like I relate. Let me like this page and follow it so that I can get her updates because I relate to this person. When I look at a page like that, I instantly want to follow them because I want to get their updates. It's not just about selling a product. Even though that person may be a Beachbody coach and promoting challenge groups and support groups, they're offering knowledge and information that makes you want to return for more. And so as a coach, we often get kind of caught up in just posting ads and trying to get customers and trying to make a sale, and we forget to develop relationships with people. We forget to connect. We forget to bring in what we are doing in our lifestyle to make people engage with us. And so what I find is when you come to building your business on social media, you need to post with a purpose. What is the message you want to get across? What is the plan? And so for me in my business, I really want to teach people lifestyle, living and eating healthy and replacing the unhealthy things that I used to eat with healthier versions, incorporating my family into that. And I do that by sharing my lifestyle. My weekly meal plan is a big one. Yes, I'm giving away my meal plan for free, but it's something that people can take and share, right? That helps create a trust that I'm just not out here saying, join my challenge group and I'm going to give you meal plans and recipes, but you actually get samples of what that is actually going to look like on my page, which again keeps people coming back for more. Number 2, motivational quotes that inspire you. I love motivational quotes. I am on Pinterest all the time, and at least once a day, I try to share something that inspires me, that sort of fits into my mother role, my entrepreneur role, and my clean eating lifestyle, and my love for fitness and home workouts. I talk about recipes, again, that my family loves. I try to incorporate them into pictures, and I talk about why it's something that we love, and whether it's easy or it's something that goes in the crock pot or the season that we're in. I try to share knowledge and information that way. Also, weekends. Think about the weekends. Everybody falls off track on the weekend. So sharing tips for people to go out and have a healthy weekend, that is a way that gets people to come back to your page because they want more tips for whatever season that people are going through right now. How do you get in your workouts? How do you make time each day for fitness? It's not just about posting a selfie. That selfie actually represents so much more in your business. It shows people that you are proof and that you lead by example. You are showing people that it does in fact work. When you're selling, your business sort of looks like this. Challenge group advertisements, shared pictures from other people, the actual Beachbody infographics that they put out there on their social media sites are what you're sharing on yours. That is very salesy. It's unauthentic. It does not come across as this is a business where you are passionate about what you do. It just says that I want you to buy a product. And people don't buy a product. Even though Beachbody's the platform, they're actually buying you. And so that's what the message I really want to communicate is that people are buying you. And you have to be super passionate about your journey about health and fitness. Even if you're still on that journey, you need to show that. Don't hide behind the Team Beachbody infographics. Don't hide behind advertisements or shared posts. Share what is you. Show people that maybe you're a work in progress, but if you can do it, they can do it too. When I was beginning my fitness journey, I shared how I modified the movements. I had diastasis rectus, so I shared, this belly band and how it helps me to engage my core and helps me to focus on pulling everything in. I shared that. I showed how I did modifications with push-ups and how, to strengthen your wrists, using your weights. I shared those things. They were freebies, but they helped me develop a trust with other people. Genuinely, you have to have a vested interest in seeing people succeed in order to be successful. So even if you don't make a sale right away, you want to create an environment where people want to come to your Facebook or your Instagram or your blog on a daily basis because they know that they're going to get knowledge and information to help in their fitness and nutrition journey. Then eventually what begins to happen as people begin to ask questions, they begin to engage with you because they trust you. And that is exactly what you want to do on your social media sites. All right. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or any comments, please post them below. I'd be happy to answer anything you have.
Trying to minimize this. Okay, so that's super, super, super valuable. Just adding value, sharing with purpose is what she said. So sharing with purpose and adding value and building that trust in relationships. Does anybody have questions on that portion? Does that make sense to everybody? Moving on. Okay. So now that you are building that trust, you're sharing, you're inviting, you need to start tracking it. This is crucial for your business in whatever way you want to end up picking. Make sure you stick with it. Make sure you commit to it. Make sure you go in with it and make sure you maintain it. You never give up with it because all that's going to do is make it harder in the long run. People are going to slip through the cracks. So here's some options. Google Drive. Creating a Google spreadsheet and tracking through spreadsheet, which I know Linda did for a while. And then she found Streak, which was very similar to what she was doing. Streak is for Gmail as well. It's a Google program. And it allows you to flow your customers through the process of first connection, to invite to a free group, to they're in a challenge group, whatever process you're going through, you can move your customer, literally put in all their information, and then you can move that customer into your sales funnel. So that's a good option. It's free. Okay. You don't have to be, I'm going to go through what she says here. You don't have to be the most organized person to be successful in this business. Being organized will save you time and help you not forget people. That's critical because I've forgotten a lot of people because I didn't have a tracking system early in my business. When you're organized with your time, you're no longer sacrificing so much time. If you guys were organized and laser focused and had a system, how much easier would your day be? it would be much easier. You won't be sacrificing as much time with your family and feeling as guilty as you are for being on your phone as often as you are if you had a system. So I like to remind myself and my coaches all of this all the time. This is not a system. It's not the system that makes a person successful. It's simply implementing the system consistently. So using the system. It's doing the system. It's not just having one. It's actually committing to it. So these are some popular ways that a lot of the coaches in our team track their contacts and conversations. You can also search tutorials on any of these if you have questions. Brittany uses Streak for Gmail and she loves it. She has used Streak since her Facebook account got locked out and she lost all of her Facebook contacts. So she switched to Streak after that. So she has everybody's email addresses and she has all of her conversations. She starts some of them. She does not cold message. People go to her now. So it's very different than the way we have to operate at this point. But she goes through and people message her and she switches them to email. And then she goes through and does all email. She loves it, but you have to do what works for you and your style. I personally love and use Teamsy, but it's not free, but it works with my brain. I hope to be able to switch to Streak because I like a free option. And I would also like to use email, but it hasn't happened yet. So you're not married to the method. But don't jump ship too early because you're like, I don't get it. Make sure you invest that time and develop your skill set in that area to see if it works for you. Give yourself grace to learn the system and keep at it so you can really see if it's going to be a system that works for you. Don't let things like this, though, distract you from your vital behaviors. Do not get squirrel-brained and be like, oh, I have to learn all of this and not invite that day. Invite, then go spend your time learning this. Invite the next day, spend a little more time learning this. Same thing with creating graphics or creating landing pages. Invite, then be creative. But make sure you set yourself to like 10 invites or whatever your invite list number is. Set yourself to that, do your invites, then use whatever time you have left over to work on this. I say to do it that way because creativity, there's no cap. You could spend all day doing that. And what happens if you spend all day doing that and you're like, I'm going to invite after she goes to bed, the baby goes to bed, and she bumps her head and all of a sudden she's sleeping with you tonight and you have no time. You want to control the controllable and make sure you get your invites done first, always. All right. Be diligent in your conversations. There are scripts that you can use for help, but do not become reliable on them. She says it's important that you become reliable in these first few months as a coach. That means return all messages and reply to comments within 24 hours. You want to be quick. As a brand new coach, you don't want to be like a week later. As a senior, if Brittany responded to you a week later, no one would even think twice. But if you waited for a week, they'd be like, who is this girl? She has no time for me and she doesn't have customers yet. You know what I mean? It's just different right now. So that means return all your messages. When you post your public invites to your page, you have to have a call to action. And I was mentioning earlier that I'm not doing a lot of call to actions right now as a test to see how my engagement is. And my engagement's way up when I don't have a call to action. But that also makes it a little harder for me emotionally and internally to then just go message those people because they didn't ask me to. With a call to action, you're inviting them to message you. So find that balance. You'll eventually have messages coming in and comments to respond to, but do not wait for people to just come to you. Make a list of the people in your life who you feel would enjoy the community of a challenge group. People who already love fitness, or maybe someone who's mentioned they already that they wanted to reach out to you in some way, or they wanted to reach some fitness goals in some way. Once you have your list, then reach out to 3 to 5 of those people every day, boldly inviting them to join you in your next challenge group. Do the same thing for expanding your team. Make a list of the people that you think would make an awesome coach and fit in with our coaching community, or yours. Maybe they wouldn't fit in with ours because ours you don't really fit in with. Maybe you don't fit in with us. Like you don't feel like you do, and you need more of a quirky group or more of a nerdy group or more of a whatever. Find your people and love them and run with them. That's okay. You meshed with me. That doesn't mean you mesh with our team necessarily. That's okay. It's absolutely okay. A kid just fell off the bed. Put that back. Take that to grandma. Go show grandma. Go show grandma. You can show her. Yeah, go show her. He found chapstick. Think of the specific characteristics that you already have, that those people already have, that would make them a great coach, and tell them, explain to them why you think they would be a good coach on our team, and commit to sending 3 to 5 invitations to coaches every day. She said, and I can say, I guarantee when the time is right, they will thank you for thinking of them, because what you're doing is offering them a life-changing gift, coaching and customer. Brittany uses Woofu to organize her challenger and coach information, like a questionnaire, like a little like survey type thing. We also have access to Instapage. I want you guys to know that Instapage is generally $70 a month, but I'm giving you this for free. My account, I'm offering it up for you guys for free. So use that tool. It's a very effective tool when used. So be sure to be using that if you want to. But there is a free Woofu form that you can use, Woofu forms or Google Forms or anything like that. Okay. We have a couple more things that I want to just chat about before we're done. We'll be done by 1, promise. Your goal every month is Success Club 5 or more. You get 2 points. Everybody knows this. 2 points for any new customer or new coach signing up with the Challenge Pack or with Shakeology and Home Direct. Let's listen to Brittany for a minute about Success Club 5 and why you want it.
Hey guys, give you sort of my personal experience specifically with Success Club. So I've been a coach now since, January of 2013, and I have achieved, the first month, I became a coach January 13th or 14th. I got 9 points that first month because I didn't know the difference between 5 or 10 Success Club points. And from February on, I've gotten Success Club 10. So once I understood that Success Club 5 is an incredible milestone hit every single month, it's important and it's a really, really big thing. But the bigger your goals, the more people you should be helping if you want the return on that, if you want to see the results from that. So once I learned that, I learned that I needed to go for Success Club 10 every single month. And so since then, for 32 consecutive months, I've been in Success Club 10. So that makes me a Success Club 10 All-Star Legend, which is ahead for all of you as well. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of a breakdown from my point of view of why Success Club has helped me and my family to get to where we are right now, and also how it's going to help us to get to where we're still going. So because of Success Club qualifications, since I became a coach, I've received over 70 Success Club leads. So I'll let you do the math on that. Normally, a Success Club lead, you can bet on at least a $30 commission because they'll at least get Shakeology and you'll get the commission from that. But that's not including the orders that end up being Ultimate Reset orders, Challenge Pack orders, repeat orders. So you can see the monetary benefit from earning Success Club and earning Success Club leads. So I've received 70 since being a coach. Now again, that doesn't include the customer leads that I received, which was over 300 as a coach. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean you earn the commission from those people immediately, but it gave me an opportunity to reach out to them, to connect with them, to support them. Some of them did buy something from me. Some of them did join challenge groups with me. Some of them now I do consider my Facebook friends, some of my customers. So lots of opportunity there, both with earning commission and having the opportunity to pay it forward to these people that Beachbody gives us for being successfully qualified or Emerald Coach Certificate, either successful leads or customer leads. So the other thing I wanted to tell you is each year since I've been a coach, from year to year, I've experienced a 300% pay increase. And this isn't unique to me. I know a lot of coaches that have the amount of leaders that I have and have been in the business as I have, as well as gotten Success Club, have seen the same thing, 300, 200, 300%. So I'm not sure what your previous career offers you as far as an annual raise, but I know in the nursing field, so we're close to that percentage. So when I think of what caused that, I know it's Success Club. I know it's because of Success Club in my business that I'm seeing a 300% pay increase every single day. So I want you to know that Success Club is one of those things where from month to month, day to day, it can seem like one of those things like, okay, well, this is important, but it's okay if it didn't work out this month. I don't have to try as hard. It's not that big of a deal. And you know it's not. No one's going to die. No one's going to get injured from you missing Success Club or when your coach is missing Success Club. But I think it's overlooked with Success Club is the potential benefit for the bigger picture. So if I had missed Success Club, life got crazy. I traveled across the United States, or a family member passed away, or whatever it is, something really, really valid. And everybody has their own way of doing business, their own priorities, and I respect that 100%. But for me, if I would have let Success Club go by the wayside because of life, I know I wouldn't be seeing the benefit, the blessing, the opportunity that I see now. And so I want you to think of that and kind of strategize your month around that. That's why Success Club is the first thing I get done in the month, period. My personal business. The first 2 weeks of the month, that's my focus. So that way, when life gets crazy and the last 3 days of the month, something unexpected happens, I don't have to panic. Success Club is already done. It's already taken care of. I'm helping people. But the point part is it's finished. It's done. So I can, be present in my life, my family, be available. So I guess I just wanted to touch on that because I know from day to day, Success Club is important. Everybody knows how important it is. It's in the leadership ladder in every rung. It's like the tangible thing that we can reach in our business, knowing that we're going to be building something solid for many, many, many years to come. So I know you know how important it is, but from month to month, I see coaches say, okay, well, maybe next month I'll get it, or next month will be better. And while I appreciate the tenacity there and the resiliency there, I want to challenge you to not allow it to be negotiable. Because if you achieve Success Club 5 or more every single month, you are going to see, it's like the compound effect all over again. The benefits are small in the current month or in the next month, but over a course of a year or 2 years, or for me now almost 3 years, that compound effect is gigantic. And I know Success Club is the reason why not only are we contributing more than 5 figures a week to our family, but also to our savings, to paying off debt, to preparing for the future, to being able to give to people that we love and adore and want to help. So, and then not only that, but just building Success Club in your business builds confidence for yourself because you know you can do it. You're helping people, and it also builds credibility with your audience, with your network, with your coaching team. As a leader, it's important for you as you're becoming emerald coaches, you're becoming team builders. It's important for us as the leader to go first, because if we model Success Club for our team, that's what they're going to strive for, and we know Success Club is going to build significant results. So I'm going to wrap this up here, but people need our help. Success Club is a non-negotiable for anybody in the business who wants big results over time. Again, the month to month, even quarter to quarter, it's going to seem like small results. But when you step back and look at the picture from a year of consistent Success Club, 2 years, 3 years, it is gigantic. So anyways, this is my story of Success Club, and I hope it inspires you to do the exact same thing or better. All right, you guys, have a good day.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but did you hear her say that she contributes more than 5 figures a week to her family? And this was almost a year ago. Just letting you know. So, and I do agree with her that it's contributed to Success Club. My success has 100% been because of Success Club. I continue to hit Success Club every single month. As of next month, I will be a Success Club 5 All-Star Legend. And the next month after that, I will be a Success Club 10 All-Star Legend. So that means that I've hit Success Club 5 for 2 years consistently, and then it'll be Success Club 10 for 2 years consistently in March. So that is 100%. You consider the fact that's helping 3 to 5 plus people a month. 5 customers every single month over 2 years who are consistently buying stuff. So that's 5, I'm terrible at math, 5 times 24, whatever that is. Right there alone of customers that I'm bringing into my business, not letting, let alone the months that I've hit Success Club 50 and anything else. So yeah, just a little bit about that. So how do you sign people up? I'm pretty sure you guys all know how to sign somebody up. So I'm going to skip this. But we've got our, this is actually old, but we have our Share a Cart app that you guys can use if you need to sign somebody up. You guys all know how to sign somebody up. I'm pretty sure that every person here has used, I'm looking through, every person here has used it and knows how to sign somebody up. If you're listening to this recording and you need to know how to sign somebody up, all you need to do is go to shareacart.teambeachbody.com and you enter their email address, you pick which challenge pack they're purchasing, and you sign them up. They will receive an email, they will receive their shopping cart in that email, and they just go through and purchase it. Okay. Go for No is one of my favorite ever ways to message without the self, message without being afraid of someone saying no, is because your purpose is getting them to say no. You give them all the information hoping that they'll say no, because the more no's you get, the more yeses you'll get. So remember, this is a business about establishing relationships. Some transactions will be quick and easy. Others may take several conversations and follow-ups, or they might ignore you and come back 2 years later, which is happening to me. So do not get discouraged if people ignore your messages, because you haven't proved yourself to them yet. That's basically what it is. They're like kind of giving you the cold shoulder. It's like dating in high school when that boy tries to like flirt with you 5,000 times and all of a sudden you see he's a rock star and you're like, hey guy, hey. That's the same thing they're doing to you. They're giving you that cold shoulder until they see you're a somebody and then they want to join you. Does that make sense? That analogy? Okay, and of course, hearing no will not hurt you. It's a good thing. Almost every no I've encountered has been a not right now. And when they're ready, they come back. They do. And that's a good feeling, because that means that you're sharing and they've connected and they've been watching. So remember, your waiter is not personally offended if you say no thanks to coffee. Remember that. Like if you go out to eat breakfast and your waiter comes up to you and goes, would you like a cup of coffee? And you're like, no thanks. They don't care. That's the same way with these people. You're trying to sell them something and they say no. Your goal is to get Success Club 5 every month. And if you're serious about growing your business, your goal is Success Club 10. Success Club 5 pays for your Shakeology. If all you're doing is hitting Success Club 5, you're paying for your Shakeology. If you're hitting Success Club 10 and above, you're making money. That's a good way to put it. When people ask me how many people they need to invite in order to help 3 to 5 people a month, she doesn't have an answer with that, because everyone's audience is at a different stage of commitment. And because everyone has different conversations. Your conversation level and skill is different all around. So don't focus on asking 30 people in order to have 3 to commit. Invite until 3 to 5 people say yes. Just keep inviting. Don't limit yourself. Just keep inviting until you get those yeses. And when you're inviting, and people are saying no, they're watching. So what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for momentum. They're gonna be watching now. Every time they say no, just be like, that's okay, you'll come back later. Like, tell yourself that. Brush it off and move on. It's okay if they say no. Word to the wise, don't put it out. Don't put it out there like, oh my gosh, I have a customer that's gonna say yes. Because I guarantee you they're gonna say no. Every time I've done it. Every time I'm like, dream coach, she's signing up. Oh, my dog just died. Like, don't put it out there. Don't tell anybody. Just be like, internalize it. Get happy on the inside. Don't let the universe know yet. And I promise you, there's something about it. There's something about it, I'm telling you. Great book, if you guys need some PD, Go for No, and track those no's, because you're tracking your future yeses. But Go for No is a really good book. You should all know how to track and confirm your customer orders. This is with the old online office. All you need to do is go to Monitor My Business, My Personal and Customer Orders. That's where you need to go to find your personal and customer orders. It's been taking a couple hours sometimes for customer orders to show up, so don't get scared if it's not showing up immediately. Get scared if it's not there later. And then all you need to do is if for some reason it's not showing up, all you need to do is get your customer, just message your customer and be like, hey, can you just send me your email address and you should have their email address already, their order number that they should have received in their email, and you'll be able to contact Coach Relations and be like, hey, why isn't this order there? But they've been really good with the new online office, so I'm not too super concerned over that. All right, last thing, and we're done. 5 minutes. I told you we'd be done in an hour. So you've signed coaches up, or you've signed customers up, either or, and you have this opportunity to have an impact on their life. You are now someone's coach. You now are a hired coach. I hope that means something to you guys. I hope that you guys take that seriously, because now they're depending on you to help them get the results that you have promised them all over social media. Now your reputation is on the line to get referrals from that customer. Now your customer service skills need to really come and play and make this person get results. You connected them with the program in Shakeology, but they purchased you. So now it's time to build the excitement. They're probably going to be nervous, overwhelmed, excited. Think back to when you first purchased. What did you feel? They were probably very excited. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all this weight. But when week 1 comes around and they still haven't lost weight, you need to keep them excited. You need to keep them going and motivated. So, and committed to it. They might be insecure of sharing photos. Get them to open up. The more you push them out of their comfort zones, the more they're going to believe and trust in this process, and the more you'll be able to help them. So maybe it's just privately messaging them to you, or take them and send them to your spouse, or take them and just prove to me that you took them so I know you took them, kind of thing. Just that way that they have something to look back on and look at week over week to make sure they're getting progress. It's our job as their coach to assure them that if they do the work, follow the workout calendar, drink Shakeology, and plug into the challenge group, they're going to get results. We all know, every single one of us right here knows that if you do it, it works. Every single one of us has seen a transformation. So if they do it, it will work. It's our job to make them do it. So review, this is the time I like to review expectations with my challengers and review their goals. So my expectations of them: show up to the challenge group every day, take those measurements, and take your pictures every single week. And ask questions when you have questions. Those are really my requirements. I don't have any requirements. If you don't want to do it, I'm not going to make you, but you invested in this, you invested in me, so I want to help you. And review their goals. So figure out what their goals are and review them. Message them each week. Be like, hey, where are we at? What do we need to change up? What do we need to work on? Where are you struggling? So once your sponsor opens up the challenge group, adds you to the group, you then add your challengers. It's up to you to add your people. I'm not going to add your people to my groups. You add your people to the group. I will approve them. If I see that your name is you're adding someone, I'm trusting that they purchased a challenge pack from you, and I will add them. Be sure to contact your sponsor, which is me, about your role as an apprentice coach. If you have questions on what you're doing as a coach in the group, please message me. Or if you have ideas on how you want to lead the group, please message me. I'm open to letting you guys help. I don't mind at all. But to show your main thing is to show the challengers what the ideal challenger looks like. So be the ideal challenger within the group, because that's going to be a snowball effect as well. When you have a group of people that are all committed, it makes the whole group committed. Fulfill your commitment, share your progress and excitement, and this experience will launch your business and allow you to help even more people. Okay, that's all I've got. If you didn't get this link, I will also put this link. She has a bunch of audio on here too that you can listen to, and there's a ton of resources on this page, guys. This is the Dynasty United family page. So there's resources, there's our weekly calls, the DU Family Night and resources. I want to let you guys all know, I don't know if it's next week or the following week, but I'm hosting the DU Family Night. We're going to be talking about power hours. So I love the support of my team on DU Family Night. It'll be Thursday night at 8:52. I'm not sure if it's next week or the following. Brittany said next week, but I think she double booked me, so I think it's the week after. So I'll get back to you on what day that is. But every Thursday night, 8:52 p.m., DU Family Night, tons of value. Kat Cowan, one of my besties, she is talking tonight about sneak peeks. She's doing a live video tonight about sneak peeks. So that's a really good one if you guys haven't run a sneak peek yet. But this page has the weekly calls. It has tons of trackers. It has scripts. It has the Dynasty United gear if you want a Dynasty United t-shirt. It has all the stuff that you could possibly need. But it has a ton of trackers. Your first tracker, 3 engagements per day, personal development, workout and Shakeology. The business tracker, tons of different new coach week 1, goal map by the end of the month. The power of 3s and the tracker. Beach Bite tracker, tons and tons of trackers here, guys. So this was what a solid diamond business looks like. 2 emeralds on both sides and 12 PS coaches. To be a diamond, you really only need 1 on each side and 8 PS coaches, but this is what a solid business would look like. Lots and lots and lots of trackers here, guys, though. So tons of value. So jump into that page. I will post this link with this recording in our team page. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second.
So I don't have a question, but one thing you did when I first started your group is because I was really uncomfortable with taking pictures of myself, and I feel like a lot of people have that problem as well. And one thing you told me, like the first challenge I think I was ever in was take a picture of yourself and remember this is the last time you're ever going to look like this. And like telling people that is so powerful, and it reminds them that, hey, this is my anti-goal. Like, this is not what I want to look like anymore. This is not how I want to feel anymore. And having that documentation is so good for people to go back to and say, no, I'm not going to look like this anymore. This is the last time I will look like this.
Yeah. I love using that. Just gave me like chills, by the way. But, saying that or using it as a kiss this picture goodbye. Like, kiss this picture goodbye. This is your goodbye photo. And then move forward. I really do like both of those. Yes, Brittany, you're jinxing yourself. I agree with you. I didn't want to jinx you more by jinxing yourself. So, but I do agree that I think that, like, and Linda will say the same thing. We were talking about it the other day. Every time we say something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. So the more we kind of just like, that's weird because that goes against everything with our like dream boards and all that kind of stuff. But it's like with a specific sale or anything like that, it's like I feel like we give off this like desperation vibe as soon as we think we need it. You know what I mean? So the more we're like, take a step back, what'll be, and just give value and just continue to have that conversation and love and love and love. I don't know what it is. It might be like putting a period in the wrong place. Something happens and it stops the sale every single time. So just internalize it. Internalize it and wait for it to happen. That's all I would do. Linda posted that she started her PD group. There's a personal development group. If anyone wants to join that, that'd be awesome. A group to just kind of hold each other accountable to some personal development. I have so many books I haven't finished yet. I need to finish them before I start another one. I'm going to try to listen to some on the way home, but we'll see. All right. Anybody else? Everybody good? February 1st, brand new month. Let's all rock it. What happened in January or didn't happen in January is over. We're done. Over it. Goodbye. Whatever our progress photos looked like in January, goodbye. Moving on. Moving on to February. February's team cut month. You've got an obligation to your team, and you've got an obligation to yourself. So make sure you plug in with your team and let's make this happen. Okay?
I have a quick question. If you have a challenger that is really hard to get a hold of, like Homegirl is so hard to get a hold of, what do? Do you just keep sending the messages every few days? Like she'll read them and then not respond, or she'll not read them and then a week later she'll respond.
Okay, so Linda's not even on here anymore. Who else is here? Tatiana, Brooke. I may have sent Brooke a message like this before, but I'm not sure. If Courtney was on here, she'll listen to this replay. But when people don't respond to me, I don't let them not respond to me. So I'm like, yo, what's the problem? Are you alive? I will send them a message and be like, and even if it's a challenger, hey, I haven't heard from you. Is everything okay? Like, are you in, you out? Like, what do you want me to do here? I can't help you if you're not even responding to me. And that's okay to say that to somebody. I can't even help you if you're not responding to me. Get out and bring me a Starbucks right now.
He just brought me a Starbucks.
Hubby of the day. But I would just send her a message, be like, hey, I can't help you if you're not responding to me. So let me know what way would be best for me to support you. That's it.
Okay, because she just had like her tubes tied or something, and I just messaged her a few days ago, and
well, if she just had her tubes tied, I might give her a little grace before.
It was like last week. It was like last Tuesday. She had her tubes tied, like last week.
Still, maybe a like, I hope all's well kind of message would be okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'd give her a little bit of time. That could be a maybe hormonal, maybe emotional. I mean, if it's some girl that's just straight up like not responding and didn't just have surgery, and Like,
what was before? I mean, before her surgery, she was really hard to get a hold of. Like,
okay. Then I would not be afraid to send a message like that to somebody who didn't have their tubes tied, but I wouldn't be afraid to send that message to somebody.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch when Brooke has her baby, we're all going to be like, she hasn't talked to us in like 3 days. Homegirl is tripping.
Yep.
I will. I'll be like, she'll be like the day after. Brooke, when are we going to work out? Linda was in the hospital and I asked her if she wanted to do T25 with me. She didn't respond. She didn't find that very funny. Anyway, okay. It was great chatting with you guys. 5 minutes over, sorry. But I'm going to go family time it. You guys have fun. I will be home on Sunday night, back to normal next week. So if you guys need me, it'll be better next week. Saturday morning is an awesome fit club in York if anyone wants to go to York. Brittany should drive out. I think she should drive.
It's 3 hours.
Barely. It's barely 3 hours. Anyway. Alrighty. I will see you guys all later.
Bye.
Bye.